Hi kiddos, this is week 4. We are looking at lesson 7.1, divide by 2, pages 369 to 370. So for this one it says write a division equation for the picture. So they give you the picture. Let's take a look. I see 2 groups, and in each group there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know there's 9 in this group. I know there is 9 in this group. So when I'm writing a division equation, I want to start with my total. So in total, I have 9 little circles here, 9 here. So I know that in total, I have 18 little circles. Now, you can either divide by the number of groups that you have, which would be 2, or you could write 18 divided by, and you could divide by how many are in each group, which we have 9 in each group. So here, 18 divided by 2, so this is 18 total little circles divided into 2 groups would leave us with 9 in each group. And then with this division equation, we have our 18 little circles, and we put 9 in each group, so now we know that there are 2 groups. And like we have practiced in class, we want to make sure that we check our division with our related multiplication facts. So check it, 2 times 9, does that really equal 18? Yes, it does. So there you go, using a division equation with a picture. Have fun. Hi kiddos, today's lesson is 7.2, divide by 10, pages 375 to 376. So today, if you're looking at your practice page, we are going to be talking a lot about inverse operations and fact families. Inverse operations are opposite operations, or operations that undo one another. So they are the operations that belong in the same fact family. So we know that multiplication and division belong in the same fact family. So if you look at number 2, the directions say to find the unknown factor and quotient. So whatever our unknown factor is, that should also be our unknown quotient because they're in the same fact family. So right away we see the factor 10. So in your brain you should be thinking, I need to skip count by 10s all the way to 70. We're going to count how many times. So we'll say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we know that that was 7 times. So 10 times 7 equals 70. So now that we know that these are opposite or inverse operations and they belong in the same fact family, automatically we should be able to know 70 divided by 10 equals 7. So please just make sure that you remember that multiplication and division belong in the same fact family and they are inverse operations. Good luck, kiddos. Hey kiddos, today's lesson is 7.5, divide by 4, pages 393 to 394. So we need to think back when we were first learning about multiplication and about arrays. So an array is a set of objects arranged in rows and columns. So we have the problem 20 divided by 4 equals blank, and we need to find the quotient. So what I would like you to do, we're going to draw an array. So we know that we need 4 rows. Show me 4 rows. And we know that our rows have to be equal. So we're going to give 1 dot to each row all the way to our total, which is 20. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you want to stop at 20 because that's our total. So now you just need to count how many are in each row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each row has 5, so our quotient is 5. Now, we like to make sure that we double check our division with multiplication. So to write a multiplication equation for this array, we would say there are 4 rows times 5 dots in each row. So 4 times 5, you see the factor 5, start skip counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we check it. They are in the same fact family, so we know that the correct quotient is 5. All right, kiddos, you can do it. Have fun drawing arrays. Hey, kiddos, today's lesson is 7.7 divide by 7, pages 407 to 408. So once again, we are looking at fact families, and we need to find the unknown factor and quotient. So right away, you can see that we need 7 times blank equals 35, and then 35 divided by 7 equals blank. So in the last video, I showed you an array. So this video, I'm going to remind you of how to do an equal groups picture. So your first factor tells you how many groups you should have. So I'm going to draw 7 big groups. And then I'm going to make sure they are equal groups by giving 1 to each group all the way to the number 35 because that's my total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and we would stop. And then we would just need to look how many are in each group. So this first group has 5, this group has 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So we know that the unknown factor is 5, and we can check it by counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So by knowing that 7 times 5 equals 35, the related fact, 35 divided by 7, has to equal 5. Our quotient is 5. Hi kiddos, today's lesson is 7.10, two-step problems on pages 425 and 426. So you are going to be reading a lot of word problems, so you need to think about what strategies I have taught you when you come to a word problem. The first thing that you need to do is just read the word problem the whole way through. So let's do that. The art teacher has 48 paintbrushes. She puts 8 paintbrushes on each table in her classroom. How many tables are in her classroom? Now, when we read it the second time, we really want to start thinking about cubs. So we know the C stands for circling our essential numbers, our question, and our label. The U is understand the operation and choose a strategy. B is to build your equation, and S is to solve your equation and check your work. So let's reread it again and start circling our essential information. The art teacher has 48 paintbrushes. She puts 8 paintbrushes on each table in her classroom. How many tables are in her classroom? So here is my question. Now remember, to find the label, you want to find the words how many, and usually the label comes next. So our label is going to be tables. So we did all the circling. Now let's go to U. U is understand the operation and choose a strategy. So we have a total of 48 paintbrushes. So this is our total. She puts 8 paintbrushes on each table. So she's going to take 8 paintbrushes and put them on each table. We have our total, and she's going to split them and put them on tables. So your brain could be thinking right now about division, because we have our total and we want to divide the 8 paintbrushes on each table. Or your brain could be thinking, let me use multiplication. I could think 8 times what gives me 48. So I'm going to build both equations for you, because we know that division and multiplication are inverse operations, so we can use them to help solve our problem. Now, you know me, I like to draw pictures, so I'm going to choose the strategy of drawing a picture. So, I'm going to put 8 paintbrushes on each table all the way to my total 48. So over here I'm going to draw a very small picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be one table in her room. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's another table. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's another table. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. And there are my 48 paintbrushes. And now, looking at my picture, it makes it very clear that I can see that there are 6 tables. So my final answer with my label, 6 tables. All right, kiddos, now I will warn you, the next couple on the page get a little bit harder because they have 2 steps that you are going to have to figure out. So just remember, read through the word problem first, then use Cubs to help guide you to your solution. You can do it. I know you can. Bye.